What's up, everybody? Jonathan coming at you with a fun one today. We are making two of the most iconic Aguas Frescas in Mexico. You've seen them, you love them, Jamaica and horchata. This horchata is made with toasted rice, almonds, cinnamon, but we're putting a twist on it. We're making it with coconut milk to make it dairy-free. And for the Jamaica, we're gonna cold brew it with some warm spices like cinnamon, star anise, hibiscus flowers or Jamaica, some citrus, and some ginger, making it less bitter and more tasty. And I promise you, these are two of the easiest Aguas Frescas that you can possibly make. Let's get after it. All right, we are starting with the easier one. We're starting with our Jamaica. I have 5 liters of filtered water right here. All we're gonna do is prep these ingredients, toss them in here, let them hang out in the fridge overnight. Tomorrow, we strain them out, season them with some simple syrup. Jamaica done. We're gonna start by peeling our orange. Now we're gonna prep our ginger. Usually you can take a spoon to it and peel your ginger this way, but it's not a totally necessary step. You can totally just take it and slice it up and throw it into your Jamaica. It smells so good. Now that our ginger's peeled, again, optional, all we're gonna do is run our knife and get nice slices off of it. Something like that. All right, now that your ingredients are prepped for your Jamaica, you're gonna drop everything into your distilled water. I like to break my cinnamon up to get more surface area going. It infuses better. And we're just gonna take our Jamaica here and just drop it in. We're just gonna take this and give it a quick stir. You could already see the color start changing on this. This is gonna be incredible tomorrow. Man, that smells so good. All right, we're gonna cover this and we're gonna start making our simple syrup to season this tomorrow. So for the simple syrup, we're keeping it simple. We're doing sugar, water, equal parts by weight. 800 grams of water, 800 grams of sugar. We're gonna drop this in. Some people heat this up. I don't, because then you risk it getting too concentrated. This comes together pretty quickly. And if your wrist gets tired, you could switch hands. That's just good life advice, really. No, I can't. It feels weird. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna transfer our simple syrup into a container, pop it in the fridge, so when we're ready to season our Jamaica, it's ready. I mean, I wouldn't taste that. It tastes like, I mean, I'm gonna, but. Sugar water. Sugar, water, purple. Delicious. All right, it is horchata time. Now, some of the usual suspects, we got them, we have them here. We have some long grain rice, okay? We have some blanched almonds, and we have, of course, canela mexicana. This is the cinnamon you want. It's a true cinnamon. It's delicious. It should be brittle, like my ego. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna break it up a little bit, not too much. This is a total experiment, okay? I've never really made an horchata de coco. I've had it for sure, especially in the south of Mexico. You see it a lot in Yucatan. But what they're using is they're taking like the young coconut. Also my favorite rapper, love that guy. But they take the young coconut flesh and they'll puree it. Sometimes they do rice, but usually it's just like that and cinnamon, maybe some almonds. Everyone has a different recipe, but the texture that you get off that's so good, and the flavor, more importantly, is incredible. And of course, they use that fresh coconut water found in those like green coconuts in there. It's such a treat. I love it. But we're gonna do a riff on it. We're using a couple different coconut products in this, but the key, I love toasting my rice and my cinnamon and my almonds for the horchata. It just brings out all the oils, all the flavors. It's gonna be incredible. I'm preheating an oven to 350 degrees. We're gonna get these all toasting, different cooking times. I'll put them down below, don't worry. We're cooking together. All right, all of our ingredients for our horchata are out of the oven. Our rice is beautifully toasted, golden brown. Took about 30 minutes at 350 degrees. About the same cooking time for the almonds, almost exactly the same really, 30 minutes there. And then the cinnamon is it smells so good. This is a lot shorter of a time. It was like six minutes, I think it was. But the idea behind this is just to get that extra dimension in our amazing horchata de coco. All right, at this point, we're just gonna transfer all of our ingredients into a container. I'm just gonna kind of coax it in there. Man, that smells so good. Now, all we're gonna do right now is take some coconut water. I have about 3 liters right here, and we're just gonna cover it Little move, being careful. Not to stab your hand while you're doing that, but it's a nice little move to kind of speed up the process of, because otherwise you get these like weird glug, glug, glugs. There it is. All right, that looks awesome. Okay, and honestly, that's it. I don't think I'm gonna do this other liter. I'm gonna save it, because tomorrow after we blend this, we're gonna need to thin it out a little bit, and we'll thin it out with some coconut water, or you can use regular water as well, but you know, we're building a theme here. But yeah, this is it. This is our horchata. I'm just gonna slap a label on there, cover it, and into the fridge it goes overnight to steep, to soften. So when we're ready to blend it tomorrow, it's easy work. Into the fridge overnight. All right, that's it for prep. Both our Aguas Frescas are in the fridge. All that's left to do tomorrow is very, very light work. I'll see you tomorrow. This is it. We have our Jamaica and our simple syrup, which have been in the fridge overnight. Whew. Yeah, that doesn't smell bad. That smells really good. So you know me, I like to taste. Okay, yeah. A lot of the times with Jamaica, you get it and people have like boiled their flowers. And for me, it just gets really bitter and sour, which I like sour. This here, I tasted it. It's super mild. You have the ginger on the nose. You have the warm spices on a back note there. The citrus rind, the orange peel that we used is such a good touch because it just, all these flavors kind of come together. This is like a really refreshing on a summer day kind of drink, which I love. And the color is amazing. I mean, it's incredible. It looks like, look how, it's almost as dark as my apron. So good. I could just sit there. I'm gonna make a candle, I think. I'm gonna make, would you guys buy that? All right, we're gonna take our Jamaica and strain it. Hopefully this stays where it's supposed to stay. Oh my God, this smells so good. The color's beautiful too. There it is. I'm sure that you can get a second steep out of this. You know, it's gonna be a little less concentrated. It's still gonna be delicious, but it's just not gonna be as deep of a flavor. I might do that because I hate wasting stuff, so. But yeah, our Jamaica is strained. I'm gonna move that off to the side here. The last move for our cold brew Jamaica is to season it with some simple syrup. We made this. This is equal parts by weight, sugar and water. And now we're adding the purple to it. Sugar, water, and also purple. So I'm gonna start conservative here because everyone likes theirs a little bit differently as far as sweetness goes. So I'm gonna start with less than half. And this is all to taste. You can, you know, if you like yours sweeter, go a little sweeter. But if you like yours kind of more like a refreshing tea, you can do that too. 650 grams of this in here. So I'm gonna stir it around. Also, the texture is gonna change because, you know, the sugar brings kind of like a little bit more of a heavy texture, not as a light tea that we're looking for. But again, if you're not into the sugar thing, you don't have to do this step, but. Ooh, I like where it's at right now. I just know my family, they're gonna be like, yeah, this is good, but it's not like Jamaica because Mexicans like their stuff sweet. Okay, it's delicious for me, but I am gonna add a little bit more of the simple. Now we're gonna stir this around and taste and see where we're at. This is so good, man. This over ice, crushed ice. Drop down in the comments, let me know what your favorite ice shape is, and I will judge you accordingly. Just kidding, we don't judge here. Holy this is good. Sorry, no swears. This is delicious, really tasty. Now, you can do a couple of things. You can sweeten it to your liking, but again, you have simple syrup left over. You can put this like in a little bottle and people can sweeten theirs to their liking. If they like it more, they can make it less because it's already the base. But for me, my palate, this is spot on. Because again, you want this to be refreshing. You have to think about what you're eating with this. You're eating rich tacos, the corn, the meat, the salsas. You want something that's gonna freshen up a taco and then kind of cleanse that palate so you're ready for your next bite. And this is gonna do that for you very nicely. Delicious. So good point Jennifer brought up. I had her taste some of this and she's like, you should try it over ice because that's how people are gonna enjoy it, which is such a true point. So we're gonna take like a ladle of this, try not to pour it all over our beautiful cutting board, which my buddy Dan made for me. Shouts to Dan for this cutting board, it's sick. I'm gonna pour some over ice. Look at that color, man. I mean, you don't need a lot, you're just tasting it. So Obviously it's gonna dilute, it's gonna lose concentration, but this color is incredible. Beautiful color. All right, time to taste. It's so good. I don't think I need it any sweeter. She said to give it a little, which is a technical term, as I spit everywhere. Look at this color too. It's delicious. Pinky's out, pinky's out. Lushidan. Lushidan's a technical term that we use in my adopted family now. Jennifer's family says Lushidan to describe things that are Lushidan. I can't explain to you what it means. You just have to feel and know what words mean, okay? Read a book. Yes, that's it. That's delicious. Moving on to the horchata de coco. Full disclosure, it's my sister's birthday today, and she's dairy-free. She has a dairy allergy, so she can't have cheese, milk from animals, you name it. So I'm making this for her so she can enjoy it, because I know growing up as kids, this was one of her favorite things before she knew she had a dairy allergy. She loved horchata, but this is a nice recipe to make for people who are dairy-free. Oh man, that smells real good. And another reason, usually, man, that smells so good. The coconut water is just takes it to the next level. I love that. Some people leave their horchata at room temp overnight, but because I was using coconut water, I didn't want it to ferment. I've never done this. This is a total experiment. Working in batches, we're just gonna transfer over some of this stuff here. That looks great. I think we can do it in one batch, but I don't want to be that guy. The last thing I would want to do is overcrowd this. Okay, there it is. I'm looking to make sure it doesn't creep up through there, because that would suck. And you want to make sure you're pureeing this on high, because you can still see it has a lot of sediment in there. You want to just break up all that rice and almonds and cinnamon as best you can. The color though is looking incredible. It looks so good. Basically, all we have to do is blend all this up that's steeped overnight, and we're gonna strain it. I have a little setup over here that I like to do for my horchata. So I have like a restaurant like strainer. It's a little thicker grade. You can see like the holes are a little bit bigger. Inside of that, I have locally foraged loincloth that has been handed down through generations. This is very important to me. I'm kidding. This is just cheesecloth, okay? So we're gonna put some cheesecloth down on top of that cone strainer there, and then on top of that one, I'm gonna do like a fine mesh strainer. And what's gonna happen is the first strain, which is gonna pass through here, is gonna catch all of the pulp, or la marmaja, as we call it, of the rice bits, cinnamon, almond, all that goodness. And we're gonna reblend it with some additional coconut water, and everything down here should be pretty fine strained. Again, you can strain this a couple times through cheesecloth, changing it out as you need. It's all preference. You hear me say it all the time. If you don't like it thicker, you can strain it again, no problem. All right, so this is the stuff that we're talking about here. This is the stuff that we don't want. The reason we strain it so much, it's just, it's like wet sand. You don't want that in there. So that's the reason I like straining it so much. So now we're at the point where the horchata is done, and we're gonna season it with some coconut milk. I'm using coconut milk light because they ran out of the regular stuff. Shake this up before you use it. And then I'm using some sweetened condensed coconut milk to act as our sugar and also a texture agent, because it's gonna be creamy. So just gonna get these open here. There it is. Oh yeah. And make sure to get like all that off the lid, and definitely try to spill it all over your cutting board like I just did. We're gonna be fine, it's all good. And if you don't like the flavor of coconut, I get it. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it because it's delicious. You can use regular like evaporated milk in terms of this one, and then sweetened condensed milk, just the regular kind on the coconut version. Again, this is a total experiment. I've always made like regular horchata with rice and like the one I just described. So this is a total experiment. Again, I would love to use the young coconut in here, but we don't have it here. It doesn't grow locally in Chicago. One of its many flaws, this city. We're gonna pop this can open here. Oh, this is thick. Oh, it's so good though. It's gonna be really nice in there. It's definitely a different texture than regular sweetened condensed milk. Look at that. All right, we're gonna start with 1 can, see how we're living. 1 can of the condensed. Oh, that color's crazy too. That color. And we're just gonna whisk this up and see how it's living. Also, don't let me forget the vanilla because I forget stuff all the time. I need to remember instead of remembering to forget, you know what I mean? How much vanilla do we want? And make sure you're using some pretty decent stuff. I'm using this bourbon vanilla extract here. Be good. 10 grams feels right. You know what I mean? Vanilla in. Let's go. Okay? Then you're gonna use a whisk for this. Just get your muscles going, baby. This smells dope. It smells incredible. It smells really great. I'm happy with the consistency. It low-key smells like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I don't know what to tell you. Take that for what it's worth. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. And the reason I like using these containers as well is because you can kind of lift up and see how you're looking at the bottom. Make sure there's any additional leftover like sweetened condensed milk staying at the bottom. You can kind of work that corner too. Okay, definitely needs a little bit more sugar. Texture wise, she thick. She real thick. So I'm gonna add another can of the sweetened condensed. There you go. Beautiful flavor though. It's delicious. Also, I might want a little bit more vanilla. Do a little bit more. 15 grams total of vanilla. Ollie's here. Come here. This is my baby. Oh, my Ollie girl. Look at this dog. Oh, I love you. She hates it. Okay, so we've added the coconut milk and the condensed coconut milk, 2 cans of each into this batch. We still feel it needs a little bit of sugar or sweetness. So the simple syrup that we made for the Jamaica, we're gonna use in here. I have like 235 grams of it. We're gonna start off with that. And what that's gonna do, it's gonna dilute it a little bit. It's gonna sweeten it a bit. Also, where there is sweet, there should be some salt. So I know it seems weird to add some salt to your Aguas Frescas, but trust me, bartenders do it all the time to balance a cocktail because you can't just have sweet, sour, you need some salty in there. So a pinch of salt in there. Trust. The texture looks incredible. Toasting the rice, toasting the almonds and the cinnamon in there. Also adding a little bit of that simple is gonna bring out the cinnamon and the vanilla a little bit more. Oh man, I'm happy with it. You wanna come try it? Jennifer's gonna try it. Ooh, get closer. There you go.
It tastes like rice pudding.
It does taste like arroz con leche, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. What's it need? Be honest.
It needs ice. It needs ice, and it just needs to be like lengthened with ice.
Okay, see, Jennifer has a bartending background. She's been at it for a long time, so she knows all these like the bricks units of things, like the salty, sweet, all this. Her palate's better than mine. Mine's shot. I put hot sauce on everything, she says, and it's a character flaw of mine, but we're working on it. Anyway, we're gonna pour this over ice, taste it, make any adjustments that we might need. But again, no stress. All the recipes will be down in the description, and we'll try these together. We'll try them together, all right? Both Aguas Frescas are done. We did the horchata de coco with the toasted rice and toasted almonds. And this is our Jamaica cold brew. This is delicious. They're both incredible, very different flavor profiles, but I promise you, if you guys make these, they're very low effort, but they're worth it. They're absolutely worth it. So yeah, let's pour up. Let's do it. So I'm starting with the Jamaica. Yeah, that looks awesome. The color's insane. And the horchata, you make sure you stir this around a little bit. Oh my God. This is like... That texture's insane. Look at this. No more fighting. No more horchata or Jamaica. Make them both. All right, let's get into it. I gotta try these. These look crazy delicious. I'm gonna start with the Jamaica because it's, for me, if I'm out, hot day, on the streets getting a taco, this is the one I'm reaching for just because it cleans you up. It's super light, refreshing, and delicious. Whew! It's fresh. Delicious. Oh my God. The pinky goes up by itself when you're sipping out of these glasses. Yeah, I can have like 4 or 5 of those easily. Moving on to the horchata de coco. Toasted rice, toasted almonds, toasted cinnamon, vanilla in there, and then some coconut milk, coconut water, and coconut condensed cream. Lots of coconut in here. Touch of salt to make everything pop. Let's get it. Oh man, definitely would try this a lot more times. They're both winners, man. They're delicious. For me, this is dessert though, you know what I mean? It's like, this, horchata is always dessert for me. This is for me, I don't know. Fight in the comments about it. Don't fight in the comments, just talk. Talk like adults, okay? They're delicious. That's it for this one. I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for everybody that's been commenting, liking, subscribing. It means a lot to us. We hear your suggestions. There's a whiteboard behind me. All of them are being written down. I'm ideating all these videos and how we approach the angle on classics. We started with this one because it's super fun. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see from me. Subscribe, like, holler at your boy. Follow me on Instagram if you don't already. We're doing a great series over there called Salsa 101. I'm posting them here too, but they're on Instagram, TikTok as well. But yeah, holler at me. Let me know what you want to see. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.